In 3D images, one of the most challenging problems we have to face is the fact that we have metal inside the mouth and we have scattered images. So when we go around that, you have a full bridge, and it's a real case that I'm going to show you how to treat that. You go to segmented object, and you can see that when you click on bone, you have the threshold of reconstruction in 3D, which is set up by default on the upper arch at 250 Hounsfield units. This is too low, and you see that you have a lot of scatter coming from these settings. The more you increase this value, the less scatter you will get. This is the solution. You see, step by step, we remove that. But also, if we go at the level of the bone, step by step, we remove the bone. So we don't want to do that. This is the bone, and this is what we want to rebuild. So let's us choose a value to rebuild the bone first. I click, and we have a 3D image which is coming on this side. This 3D reconstruction, I remove that. And this 3D reconstruction shows me a lot of scatter images. What I'm going to do, I am going to remove all these scatter. That's the first thing. Clean the first image. For this, I select the 3D image. I select the lasso. I remove what's inside the lasso. Or I keep what's inside the lasso. In this case, I'm going to remove what's inside the lasso. I'm going to just remove what is here. I am going to remove all the rest, like this. And that's the image I'm going to start to rebuild with another mask. So I have been cleaning that in a very fast way, as you see. And I go now on plus, teeth, and I go to the teeth. I am concerned by that because of the scatter. I see that the higher I come, the lower my scatter will come. So if I remove too much, I will have almost no teeth. So I need to stay in a good range. In this case, I'm going to stay around 2613, and I click. In some cases, as long as the teeth are separate, I need to hold the shift to click over and go all around the mouth. And now you see that on the other side, I have my teeth which have been prepared. Okay? And the job is done. If you want to see more of the teeth, instead of working at, I have on the mask, I have the value, 1300, I can work in a different way, and I can slightly reduce this value. I go, let's say, to 1019, shift, click, 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 click. I click all over, and I get a new mask. This mask is not so bad, it is better, so I decide to keep it. And you see in a very short way how I've been able to clean my scattered images. Now I click on the mask of the bone. I go to this tool, which is called a Boolean tool, plus, minus, or intersection. And I am going to add to the bone, plus, the second mask of the teeth, calculate. I can remove the mask I'm not using, delete. I can remove this mask that I'm not using, delete. And then I have my image, which is showing me the bone and the teeth in the right way. That is the way to work if you want to deal with scattered images. In another end, if it's not enough, what you can do, you can go and use the eraser, and then step by step, you can clean and finalize the work you've been starting with, layer by layer. This takes a long time, but but in some cases you need to do it. So you can do like this, and layer by layer you will be able to remove the scatter that you don't want to see at all. In the same way, if you want to add some more 3D volume, you click on the paintbrush and selecting a threshold that you can decide where the threshold is, then you will be able to add, going over, you can add something here and make a tooth in a better way. This is the way to work layer by layer. But as much as possible, I would advise you not to work like this and try to find a good threshold to build up a kind reconstruction.